Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
DoorDash is updating fees to better match delivery effort. This should be good. So DoorDash is updating consumer fees to better reflect what it takes to complete your delivery, including how far your order travels and how much effort it takes a dasher to complete it. Based on our analysis in over 70 recent orders, consumers would have paid the same or less in fees under the new model, with the median average savings of 78 cents per order. They already starting off line, so a delivery fee and the service fee whenever you order from DoorDash. So they saying that based on the analysis of 70% of recent orders, which is a horrible sample size off the rip right there, seeing that they've been operating for the last 10 years and people done got accustomed to ordering at all different times of day, and we ain't gonna get into that. They say that on average, most customers would save about 78 cents with this new delivery fee structure. These changes are rolling out across America over the next coming months, starting today, and they're going to help ensure the reliability of offers consumers love from their favorite stores. They're going to continue to provide Dashers pay that reflects the effort required for every trip, including long distance orders. We're going to see about that. It's so funny how they always try to spin the words and use an opportunity to seem like they doing something in the right direction for dashers and helping, but really what they doing is trying to get more money from the customer. Wow, I don't really believe doing anything for the dasher. But before I get into that, let's go ahead and read on. So the updates to the delivery and the service fees. There still will be a delivery fee and a service fee. Now typically $2.99 delivery fee, $3.99 or $2.99 delivery fee and a $2.99 service fee. Service fees to better match delivery effort. It varies with factors like distance and order size, better reflecting the cost and effort required by the dasher to complete the order. And they are reintroducing, because what they're not saying is they used to do this in the past already. They had a long distance delivery fee and then they got rid of it. So they trying to make it seem like they coming out with it for the first time, but really this is the second coming of the long distance delivery fee. But they gonna say that it continues to apply to only a small number, as they say from their sample size of 70% of recent orders. They saying that it's gonna apply to basically less than 30%, and typically those over 10 miles. And I'm gonna tell you here in a minute why that's straight up some BS, because if you a DoorDash driver, you know exactly what I'm talking about. They say it's also important to see that every cent you be paying, including fees, better before you place your order. So they add a new way for consumers to see and understand the fees at every step with no surprises. And before I get into these three things, they only doing this because they don't want to get sued. They raising the prices on the customer, but they already been sued in the past for not properly showing what the customer already been paying for, hidden fees. So that's why they doing that. We'll see if they actually show you the inflated prices of the food that they upcharge, and we'll see if they do all that too. But the in-app explainer for the consumers will receive an in-app notification explaining how the new fees work. On the home page, you'll see a new further away label that identifies locations that may have a higher service fee due to distance relative to the closest store. And also, they say building your cart before checkout. We're rolling out a new tally showing you the breakdown and subtotal of fees and discounts that consumers can tap and view on the merchant store page as you build your cart, which is something they should have already been doing. But now, since they're trying to get that extra money from them fees and drag that into the equation, they say they want to spend a little bit of money to show you what it looked like as you building your order along the way. Now, take a look at this little graphic right here. You got a customer named Jalen. They didn't order something from Ann's Kitchen. I'm assuming, and it say it's 8.1 miles away, right? And if you look at the next animation they got right there, give you a little preview of a breakdown. It say the order costs $30. It's 8.1 miles away. The delivery fee is $2.99, and the new updated service fee is $4.62. So if you're not familiar with how it worked in the past, that's really only charging the customer an extra $1.64, because in the past you already was paying the delivery fee and the service fee, which was typically already $2.99. And the only way you wasn't paying the service fee is if you had Dash Pass, meaning you already paid your service fee in advance. So you still paying that. So an additional $1.64 is what they are basically upcharging the customer now, which is something they should have been doing. Because if you ordering from that far away, that every single mile that is attached to that delivery order directly impacts the profitability of the driver that's picking it up. And it takes a toll on how much time it's going to take to do that order. So if you ask me, DoorDash should have been doing this a long time ago. They should have made it a standard. To do it now and to add this little bitty amount, they added $1.64 to this 8-mile delivery. What the hell am I gonna do with $1.64 when the order came in at $2? So now it's gonna go up to 164. So it's gonna be a $3.64 order, still going 8 miles. That still ain't good, but it gets even better because I know what some of y'all out there saying. Well, hey trader, it's something. At least they giving them something, right? No, first of all, it ain't enough because if it ain't at least $1 per mile that they making the customer pay directly in relation to how many miles it's gonna take to do that order, it ain't helping at all. And then the second part is, if you read this whole thing the same way I just read it, DoorDash didn't say in there not one time that these extra fees are going directly to the dasher or anything like that. Let's read on. This changes the change is about consumer fees. For merchants, this means that the fees for ordering from nearby restaurants remains affordable for consumers. So for merchants, the fee for ordering from nearby for the consumer gonna remain the same typically because this is on an example for an 8-mile order. So anything under 8 miles, 7 miles, 6 miles, 5 miles, 4 miles, 3 miles, 2 miles, 1 mile order, less than a mile order, anything under that, it's not even getting the $1.64 increase that this order got. So that means, think about this realistically. Unless the order is going 8 miles, it's not even getting that $1.64 boost. And then on top of that, consumers who want to order from businesses further away can still do so with the fee. So here go the extra fee right here. Let me show you. Look, it was $2.99 for the service fee. Now it's $4.64. So they added what, $1.65 because the customer triggered a further away delivery when they should have ordered from Healthy Choice that was less than a mile away. They would have been good to go. What this gonna do is make the customers mad because they getting the fees raised on them, but that should have been happened in the beginning, so that don't matter. What matters is now they just found a way to rake in more money, and they still finna be